Dirkens here. Well, it's another useless Saturday. Lord, we all know that college football ain't up here. What do we have going on? The greatest waste of time in the world. Soccer. I don't care if Croatia invades India and blows them up and beats them in soccer. I'm in America. I'm here in God's country where Jesus is king and college football is Lord. But anyway, I think I turned that backwards. Thank y'all for joining me. Right now, I'm sitting with a really good friend of mine named Jonathan Emery. Jonathan's sitting over here. He is working on a design for my new, is going to work. Somebody just said Clemson's going to lose to Alabama again. Listen to me. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're the right hand of Satan. We are coming for you. We will be there. We will enunciate during our press conferences, but we will beat you over the head in front of everybody. So anyway, right now, a good friend of mine is working on a new design for Bobby Dirkens. Bobby Dirkens. And Jonathan, say hello to the camera.
Hello to the camera.
He's got proxy. You see that? Go Tigers. Yes, sir. So he's using Illustrator. I bought this subscription to, in fact, first of all, I bought a subscription to another site. It was totally by accident. My wife didn't believe me, but I didn't know it was that type of site. But after I canceled it and got my money back, well, most of it, we got this new subscription so I could make some better signs and thumbnails. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you I don't know how to use it. He's shaking his head no. Normally I'd be insulted, but he's right. So anyway, I do have my trusty roll of toilet paper here. You never know where it's going to hit you. I mean, it's one thing to get the dookies and be ready for it. That's a whole world of trouble if you get the dookies and you ain't. So Jonathan, right now, tell me what you're finding. I'm looking for something, looks, good and refined redneck like myself. Tell me what you're finding over there. Finding anything?
Well, right now I'm looking for fonts.
Boy, that sounds fun.
Yes, this is the most boring part of designing, is finding fonts.
That's why I don't do this. That's why I called Jonathan and say, hey, buy a case of beer if you come over here and find fonts for me. Finding fonts. Tell you right now, Granddaddy, he was cleaning out the drain the other day. Reached down in there, it was all drained up. My grandma was on it and going, yeah, clean it out. She's a very charming woman. She reached down in there and he pulled out a snake by the tail. He jumped back. They thought he got electrocuted. He wasn't that lucky. It was just a snake. So Jonathan, I'm looking for something that represents me well. And you're using Illustrator. He's using Illustrator. I'm trying to learn, but I'm having to narrate this right here. All my college football fans out there, how many of y'all by raise of hands just have to admit that you don't care about this time of year simply because there's no college football around? Who has two thumbs and wish college football was here? This guy. Whew, Lord. We could watch baseball. Baseball. The only sport in the world where they stop the game. The official actually gets involved, stops the game so the pitcher can scratch himself. I'm dead inside without college football. Buddy, you may be an Alabama fan, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm with you. I just feel like somebody went in and plucked my heart out and flushed it down the toilet. What we finding over here? What up, Bobby? Go Tigers. We too deep. BYOG. Let me tell you this, Tiger Nation. First of all, you'll never believe who I had a conversation with today for the first time. I'm serious. We're working out something. I don't think he'll mind me saying this on live international television. I talked to Pigskin Pete on the phone for about an hour today. Lord, good human being. Good Clemson people. Loves God, loves the Tigers. And he knows his football now. I'm proud of him. We both hate the Gamecocks. Hate it for you. We like our chicken fried. Bunch of punks. We're talking about how you need to go on his newest video and tell him that we talked today and that I said we talked today. I'm telling you right now, that Pigskin Pete, he knows what he's talking about. I like him. They're good people. Having a good time. We're talking about how Gamecock fans are the world's worst to just walk up to you. You can be wearing one of these. They'll see you. They'll walk up to you and have the audacity, which is a new word I just learned, the audacity to walk up to you and start talking trash. They are truly cocky about nothing. It's like getting your tail whipped and then getting up and looking at the person who has beat the crap out of you and went, well, your knuckles are swelled. Yes, from beating you. Good God, pieces of scum. 120, you're right, 126 years of nothing. It's like nailing a sign to a door. It says nothing established 126 years ago. Everybody gathers around it and everything. You know the reason those people, they can't get anything good going on with their football program, aside from they totally suck and they're in the waiting room of hell down there in Columbia? You know the reason why? Is because even when they're losing, they pack the place out. Because their administration looks at each other and they say, well, guys, we don't have to do anything. They bored to death. We just far enough from the beach that they don't go. You're right, Browser Nation. Carolina is the worst. I'm telling you right now. If Satan and the demonic powers of the dark was playing Carolina right now, Lord knows who I'd pull for. Bunch of pricks. Jonathan, are you getting anywhere over there, buddy?
I am.
Thank you for helping me. This man's good people.
No problem.
I don't care what they say behind his back. He is good people.
What do they say behind my back?
Let's not focus on that right now.
All right. Well.
So right now we're working on a new design for Bobby Dirkens. Now, though I know about a little bit of everything about so much, all I gotta say is he knows way more about this than I do. What did you just do? You just pulled some type of grid up.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Isn't it great?
What? Look at his face. That's the face of satisfaction. This is the face of confidence. Lord. This is good right now. It's like getting a hug from an angelic grandmother who pulls for Clemson. Man, I live 45 minutes from Columbia. I'm surrounded by chicken crap. I grew up with a cow pasture in the front yard, and right before the season, they would spread chicken crap, and you'd walk out in the front yard on a warm day, and just the worst stench in the world would punch you in the nostrils. I mean, it was like someone shoving a turd tampon up my nose. And still to this day, the Gamecocks are worse. Bunch of pricks. I bet they're the ones who invented the mark of the beast. I'm convinced of it. Jonathan's convinced of it.
I am.
And me and Pigskin Pete, we talked a while today. That man, he knows football. Good Clemson fan. I like him. He knows a lot. We talked about Jimbo Fisher taking over down there at A&M. That was a good conversation. And I was talking about why would he leave Florida State to go there to A&M. And he made a great point. He said, well, Florida State just wasn't serious about football. There's some of you sitting out here today, you ain't serious about your football. You ain't serious about football. You ain't got your priorities straight. And yes, it is a turd tampon. But, he was saying, oh, Lord, what have you done?
It's a circle.
That's a circle, but what are you going to do with that circle?
Well, I'm going to do this if you want to turn the camera.
We're going to turn the camera around right here.
Folks out there.
All the fine folks going to see what he's designing. I wanted the Smoky Mountains in this because if anybody knows, aside from Clemson, if I die, I want to be buried in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So show us, Jonathan, what you got right there. Look at that. Lord. It's like getting my first kiss.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far.
Well, Jonathan, my first kiss was actually quite Lackadaisical. That's another new word I just learned. Lackadaisical. Look at that. I told him I want the Smoky Mountains in the back. Look what he's doing. It must have yeast in it. It's just blowing up.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Dirkens. I don't know what you've been smoking, but I'm going to buy some more for you. That's good. Thank you, Jonathan. Lord. Tell you right now, stuff like this is why I'm the leading voice in college football. One of the leading voices. And thank you so much. I tell you, it's coming together just like I planned it. Okay, I admit, I really didn't plan it. But no, I tell you this. We talked about Jimbo Fisher taking over down there and how Florida State just seemed not to be serious about football, which that's kind of funny. And he said they needed more money poured into it, and they needed all this, that, and the other. And then all I'm going to say is, Tiger Nation, I'll get a bunch of y'all think it's slogans. This is just the way I talk, y'all. It's just me. Other people, they have to sit down and get with a team and write down slogans and stuff, try to make money and slap it on a t-shirt or on this, that, and the other. Y'all, it just comes flowing out of me like a good diarrhea. I just pour it out. Lord. No, but they sent Jimbo Fisher down. He wanted to go down there to A&M. And he goes down to A&M, and all of a sudden, he's sitting there, you know, I'm with the Aggies. Well, two things that Pigskin pointed out to me that I like that he did. Pigskin Pete, go look him up, go subscribe to him. I will say that he went down there to where if he wins, or at least comes close to winning the West, they're not going to fire him. And if he does win the West, which means he'd beat out Alabama, Pigskin said they would erect a statue in his honor. He's right. He's right. If you're in the ACC, you've now got Clemson who walks out there, punches you in the mouth. The name Florida State doesn't intimidate them anymore, and they win. And when they win, they win. And automatically, that's who's going to win the conference. Nobody else on that other side's won a conference in a long time. And he's right. 100% right. And so that was a great talk. I enjoyed that. Jimbo Fisher, all I can say about Jimbo is that I think he's at a place to where he can recruit pretty solid. But at the end of the day, it's somewhere where he doesn't have a lot of pressure on him. Owen, go Vols. My brother-in-law went there and got a degree in taxidermy. That's a good school. Y'all be patient with Pruitt. I think he'll do some good things with you. Okay? Don't worry about that. He'll definitely do some good things with you. But yeah, Fisher, he's going down there to A&M. He don't have near the pressure on him that he does at Florida State. Because if you don't win the Atlantic and you don't win the national championship, I'm telling you right now, that he doesn't have to try so hard down there. Love your channel even though I'm a Tennessee fan. Brother, thank you. You make my heart just go. Tell you what we all need to do, because I got a lot of Tennessee fans found out that followed me. A lot of Tennessee, a lot of Georgia, a lot of Alabama fans, believe it or not. Gamecocks hate me. I don't know why. Love to burn your stadium down. And if it does, I didn't do it, but I wished I did. What we need to do is, that's my face on there. He just typed in Bobby Dirkens in Google, and I'm all over it. Oh, Lord, I didn't expect that. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. Go to Google and keep this video on, of course, but go to Google and type in Bobby Dirkens. I'm all over there. Willie B is going to be the new sewage treatment plant for Clemson. Just a long case. Let it burn. Cook them chickens. That's right. It is what it is. But here's what I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Now Pigskin, he and I were talking today, and I said I believe that the college football playoff committee is going. They're going to have some trouble. Lord be with me. They're going to have some trouble this year. Now, I know we care nothing about West Coast football, and the reason why we don't watch Stanford and Washington is the majority of their games start, well, for our time, about, 12 o'clock in the morning. And nobody has time for that because we've been celebrating our Tigers winning. And who cares at that time about anybody but us? If you're on the East Coast, especially in the Southeast, you have people like us who are used to winning. Clemson, Georgia, they're only about an hour and 40 minutes for all of y'all who don't know that. We got Auburn. I know they're schizophrenic, but they'll win here and there. They're about 4 hours from Atlanta, 3 hours from Atlanta, not even 4 hours. But I agree with you. The Gamecocks are super trash. I mean, just at the height of their success back in, 2010, 2013, that area, they went to Capital One Bowl. Even when they were beating us, we went to the Orange Bowl and beat Ohio State. I mean, come on, y'all. We've had 7 consecutive 11-win seasons, Lord. We've won ACC championship after ACC championship. 3 consecutive college football playoff appearances. We won the national championship year before this past. Y'all, I'm telling you right now, we have so much success on us that I'm tired. I'm not tired of winning. I'm just joking. It's great. But he talked about it, and he said that he believes that there's a chance that a lot of teams, because it's so hard to go undefeated, will drop, Clemson could drop a game, but still get in. And I'm there with them. They possibly could, because who would ever thought we'd lost to Syracuse on a Friday night? But who plays a game on Friday night? Dear Lord, they need to axe that idea. Lord, that's like, hey, let's start naming our turds before we flush them down the toilet. You know what we do there? And then all of a sudden we start to form a bond between us and our turds. And then before you know it, we don't want to flush them anymore. You know why? Because you don't name your turds, and Lord knows you don't play college football on Friday nights. Unless you're one of those little horrible schools that nobody cares about. Weber State. Weber State. I bet they got a great podiatry program there. Forget football. But, Jonathan's over here working his magic. He's taking everything, pulling it together, creating a new logo for Bobby Dirkens. Do want to let you know, night before last, I uploaded, by request, a preview of a West Coast team. It's my second West Coast team, and to me, the only one that that we placed. It was a Stanford and Washington. It was all by request. Talked about Stanford. Stanford's got Bryce Love, got David Shaw. And then you go out there and you got Washington. Washington returned 17 starters this year. Got Chris Peterson, and they're up there playing in Seattle, Washington. Miles Gaskins playing running back. You got who's that youngin? Jake Browning in his 17th year as a starting quarterback in college. He'll be starting this year. Here's the deal I want to tell y'all, and I want to be focused as focused can be. Okay, y'all hear me? You listening to me? Clean the wax out of your stubborn ear holes and listen to me. I think college football playoff committee is going to have a time this year. It's either going to be a bunch of undefeated teams or a bunch of one-loss teams, or a kind of a mixture of both. Okay, I know it seems like I'm throwing a big old net out there just trying to get whatever I can, but follow me. Clemson has a great chance going undefeated with their schedule. Great chance. Alabama has a great chance to go undefeated with their schedule. Georgia, I looked at it, talked about this, had a great chance of going undefeated with their schedule. Those 3 teams are so celebrated right now that even if they have one loss, and we know this especially with Alabama, they'll get in. They're going to get in. It is what it is, okay? Oklahoma, if Kyler Murray's not too busy counting all the millions minor league baseball just paid him through Major League Baseball, and he keeps his head on straight, stays nice and healthy, Oklahoma's going to be right back in the mix. going up to Ohio State. I know it's chestnuts roasting on open fire with those Buckeyes and trying to get Urban Meyer. My favorite, I got to stop right here. Ohio State fans got some good ones. Sue Kavanaugh, you follow me and everything. Tyler and all y'all are great. I appreciate it. But I'm serious. I love that moment when they asked Joey Galloway, season before last, if Clemson had a chance of beating Ohio State. And he went, no. No. Me and my perfectly straight teeth say no. And they beat you 31-0, Joey. Did you not go jump off a bridge? You prick. No. 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 I bet he went to his mirror right after he lost 31-0 and went, no. I love that. No offense. It just is what it is. I mean, I didn't start this thing, but Lord knows I'll finish it. But anyway, I mean, Ohio State has a great chance. So long as that quarterback situation works out, they'll go undefeated. On the other hand, we're looking at Wisconsin. Wisconsin would only have to play them. And I'll tell you this. Hey, Bulldog, glad you're here, buddy. Glad you're here. Hope we get to playing y'all every year. Whether it's in the college football playoff or not, I hope we get that rivalry back. Because Clemson and Georgia was a great rivalry. And, of course, they end it. They just like, we'll play every now and again. You know. But don't y'all worry. It's set in stone. We're playing Wake Forest. And y'all are playing Vanderbilt. I know those conference games, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Let's get back to games that matter. I mean, even if your players get hurt in games that matters, it's like, God, that sucks, but at least it was a game that mattered. But glad you're here, buddy. Spread the good news. Watching y'all got a lot of great chance of doing great things this year. But going back to it, but you got Ohio State. I mean, you got a decent amount of teams that's way more than 4 spots that could run the table, and they're going to have to figure out something. They're definitely going to have to figure out something. And I'm buying for an 18 playoff. You shave one of those junk games off of the year. Let me see. Smack around it. You're right, Tiger Nation. The most smack I've had talked to me by anybody was Oklahoma fans. I'll call them out. Y'all know me. Even though I'm bold and stuff, I go the peaceful route. I try to be as peaceful as they come. Oh, I like that picture, Jonathan. Lord, that's good. That right there epitomizes the nature of Bobby Dirkens. Tiger Nation, you're awesome. Thanks for welcoming Georgia fan here. But at the end of the day, Oklahoma talked more trash than anybody. Now, I'm going to tell you, because I do this, people trust me as an unadulterated, though I'm Clemson biased, truth of college football. I'm not on one of these big networks getting paid money to tell you what I think you want to hear so you keep tuning in and not cancel your cable subscription. I just tell you the truth. I tell the truth about my Tigers, just like I say, if y'all don't get Trevor Lawrence ready by, just get him ready and playing, we're going to lose in the playoffs again this year. You get him ready, get him domesticated to the Clemson game and the college game, we win the national championship again. I believe that wholeheartedly. Even though he's a freshman, he's a different freshman. I mean, go look him up. I mean, his kid can throw like a 70-yard bomb from his knees. It's ridiculous. But the names between Clemson and Georgia, also Clemson fans, Oklahoma fans think they are a dynasty now because of their past success. You're right. You're actually right. They talk so much trash that I don't mind calling out the majority of them. Nicholas Powell, thank you for welcoming. He is welcome here because that dog fan is at least realistic. Lord. I'm going to have to get off here because he's over here working. He's pulling everything. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm watching water be turned into wine. And I think you're really going to be impressed by this. You will see the greatness that is. And we're just going to continue to do what we do here, and that's strive for refined redneck excellence. But I say this, and I mean this with all of my heart. Oklahoma talks so much crap that when Georgia beat Oklahoma, I'm a Tiger through and through. I was so happy. Lord, I was so happy when y'all knocked them out. I just beat them. And at first they were owning you. They really were. They were tearing you boys up. And then out of nowhere, I mean, y'all just beat them, and it was awesome. And their little world in Norman was just torn down. They couldn't help it. The world was torn down. No more trash talk. No more this, no more that. I loved it. And you should too. So, Georgia, great job on knocking those bunch of whiners out. I mean, heck, we might have got dominated by Bama in the first round of the playoff, but at least I can say is we walked away with some respect. Dear Lord. Oklahoma, they walked away with, I don't know. They didn't put their panties on the right way that day, if you know what I mean. Shoot. Looking at this is great work of art. I feel like I'm sitting here watching Michelangelo at work, or Da Vinci, or one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, one of those names. What you doing with me there? That looks good. I like it.
I'm finishing your hat.
I like it. Mm-hmm. Question for you, could you darken up that shirt a little bit for me?
Maybe.
Darken it up, because that almost look like Tennessee colors.
Maybe. We'll see.
If I get you another case of beer, will you do it?
Yeah, definitely.
He said yes.
Yeah.
He said yes. I will tell you, a team for a quarterback stays decent. I mean, I ain't got no dog in the fight. The great Bobby Dirkens. Let me tell you, buddy, I'm not great. I just bring what I can. What are we talking about just got here? Mountain Beast. Mountain Beast, first of all, welcome here. Anybody with the name Mountain Beast is welcome on the Bobby Dirkens channel. Unless, I mean, as long as you're truly a mountain beast. Now, if you're somebody who's, not truly a mountain beast. But we're going to say that you are. Talking about college football. And right now, my buddy Jonathan is creating a new logo for my Bobby Dirkens channel. And he's using Illustrator. I don't know what it is. So he's over here working on it. And glad you're here. Live in the hills of West Virginia. Well, I was literally just talking about West Virginia football. I think that's really odd that you just come on there, but I think West Virginia football can do some great things as long as Will Grier stays healthy. Will Grier terrorized Tennessee while he was at Florida. Things happened. He left. He has a lot of experience. He had to sit out that 1 year. He's had injuries. I think that if Will Grier stays healthy, West Virginia, for the first time in a long time, will have a complete quarterback that can do a lot of really, really good things. What I am concerned about is what the rest of his team will do. I think they do have one of the best wide receivers in the Big 12 playing for them. What's that kid's name? Steele? It's off the top of my head. Y'all forgive me if I get the name wrong. But truth is, we have a good first few game season, then something happens. D scared. You are right, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not talking trash here. I'm seriously not trying to antagonize you here. I'm just going to tell you the truth. West Virginia, for about the past 5 years, 4 out of 5, maybe even 4 out of the past 6 years, starts off, and all the guys on these big network shows, I like that color, goes ooh and an I. Don't go, I love to see this, you later. See all my later, Georgia. Elite quarterbacks control the Big 12. Yeah, you're right. But the truth is, West Virginia does start off strong, and something happens. And they got all the guys on the big networks going, oh, God, they're back. Oh, God, they're back. They're back. They're here. They're going to dominate. And then at the end of the year, they drop 3 out of 4 games, 3 out of 5 games, 4 out of 5 games. You're looking at a mundane bowl, and they're sitting there looking at each other going, what happened? Well, they wasn't watching the game. So I think this year, West Virginia Mountaineers, this is one of their best chances in a long time, as long as Will Grier stays healthy and the rest of the team around him stays healthy. That's just being honest. But if he goes down, kiss your season goodbye. Kiss your season goodbye. And that's not trash talk. That's just the truth. That's like us. I think that if Kelly Bryant, I like Kelly Bryant. I think he's a great athlete. He's not our quarterback. I don't care if he is the quarterback right now. And he would thank us. Thank you, Mountain Beast. Hey, it is what it is. It's like us right now. I'm taking a lot of flack from Clemson fans, which you see I'm a huge I'm biggest Clemson fan in the world, and I'll tell you right now, Kelly Bryant can possibly get us undefeated, but he cannot get us a national championship. Wins it all next season, but don't think I'm going to be this nice to Clemson for too long. I like it. At least you're honest. Me too. That is what it is. Good comment there. And y'all be sure, if y'all don't mind, share this on you to all you buddies and stuff. Tell them to subscribe. Can't wait to watch our defense eat quarterbacks like Scooby snacks. They will. They will. Best defensive line in the country, hands down. Whether they're this color or not, they're the best defensive unit, and their backups who are sophomores and true freshmen could start anywhere in the country, and that's what's hilarious. They can take a smoke break and go grab an ice cold beer down at the SO and not miss a beat because our backups are amazing. But I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that if Clemson does not get Lawrence into big game situations, all I can say is that they're going to have a problem. I'm just being honest. They're going to have a problem. They're going to have a problem, and it does matter who they play in the first round. So of the college football playoff, if they make it, and I think they will. Dog Nation just said he couldn't believe the LSU got a good quarterback. I do, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you I don't buy LSU. I don't buy LSU. I don't buy the entire everything that's going on down there. You want to talk about a team that's pissed away talent to LSU. And I know that I'll get mad and say, what have you done? What have you done? Just won a national championship in the past couple of years. 3 straight college football playoff experience. You had Fournette. What'd you do with Fournette? Pissed him away. What'd you do with Odell Beckham? Pissed him away. Landry pissed him away. Y'all want more? Y'all want me to pull up your roster? I can really make you mad by the end of it, but what I'll be making you mad by is the truth. I'm not talking as a fan. I'm talking just as a football critic. If I will punch my own team in the face in the right way, oh Lord, all bets are off with yours. I'll tell you the truth. Well, listen, y'all, I'm going to have to go here because it's rude. I'm telling you right now, he is making me look like a Greek god. And this is going to be good. But anyway, well, y'all be good. Remember, if you're sitting there and you get the withdrawals, you can always pull up an old Clemson game or sit and watch it, or one with the teams you pull for, and you sit and watch it. Watch some highlights. Maybe pull up some highlights of the recruits your team brought in this year. You can either be inspired or depressed. Your team can't recruit any better than that. If you're us, you can sit there and watch Trevor Lawrence highlights, Xavier Thomas, Carmen Jackson. Love going up there. Get Jackson Carmen out. I said Carmen Jackson, but it's Jackson Carmen. I've gone up there in Ohio State's back door and taken the #1 recruit in the state of Ohio, bring him all the way back down here, God's country. How's that? How's that for you Bucko fans? You go there and pull up some of your favorite recruits, watch them. Go watch some film from last season. Go pull up some of them old shows of those big network guys. Go pull some of them up where they were talking about some of these teams that was going to do great who ended up sucking. Now, that'll teach you how not to have faith in them. All right, well, Bobby Dirkens is about to roll. About to get this thing fixed up here, but I'm sure I'm glad that y'all joined me. Next team we're going to talk about, I don't know. Somebody asked me to do Miami. Another person asked me to talk about Michigan. Why are 5 people watching? You have 804 subscribers. I don't know, Bulldog. I don't know. But they'll end up watching this, and they will wish they would have been here. But anyway, they'll be here. I don't think they expected me to. It's probably what I titled it, too. I'm also trying to piss off some of these people looking for designs using Illustrator. And then there's me. It's just for fun. West Virginia, Mountain Beast, and please forgive me if you have. Please forgive me if you have. Have you subscribed to me? If you hadn't, go ahead and subscribe to me. But either way, West Virginia, I've already has somebody want me to talk about West Virginia. I'm going to probably end up talking about Miami. Yeah, thank you, Mountain Beast. I'm sorry. Please don't get mad at me for not remembering. There is 804. And I appreciate it, but I just want to make sure. Mountain Beast, thank you so much. West Virginia, we will talk about them. We're going to talk about Miami. Probably going to talk about Penn State. Do South Carolina or Michigan. Let me tell you, Bulldog, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I am going to talk about both those teams. But I'm waiting until South Carolina. I got a special treat, and I'm not just saying that like it's something that I will work on. I'm already working on a South Carolina treat. And it is so in-depth, and it is so good. And all I'm going to tell you is, Lord, it's worth it. But I'm waiting until right at the beginning of the season to do the South Carolina one. It's that good. It's that good. Alabama, we're going to talk about Alabama right before the beginning of the season. We have some college football playoff deals that we're going to doing. We're going to talk about some conferences. We're going to talk about some other teams. We might even talk about the Heisman. Heisman kind of, to me, Heisman is not what it's supposed to be. The best player in the country. What we normally do is we give it to the best player on one of the best teams in the country. I mean, that's just how it is. People's name we like to say in the media. You know, they like to say names that sounds catchy or something like that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't always go to the best player. Go watch the draft to the NFL teams draft. They'll draft some guy out of some school that won 500% of their, the 50% of their games. They had a 500 season, but they ended up being an NFL legend, and they're not at a big school. It's because it's not given to the best player in the country. It's given to Deshaun Watson would have won it the year that, who is your preseason top 4 for the CFP? Love your channel, by the way. Keep up the good work. Small Vol, I want to go ahead and tell you right now, you went to each one of my videos and dropped your prediction of each team. I really liked that. That was really cool. I liked that, and I agreed with a lot of those. Some of them might be a little different what I thought, but sup, Bobby? I'm a dog fan, Atlanta fan for life. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for joining me. I sure do appreciate you joining me here. You could be sitting here and watching the World Cup, just being amazed by the international relationships over a soccer ball. God, that's boring. Oh, Lord, I'd rather pick my teeth with a dull 16-penny nail than sit there and watch that bunch of crap. Thank you, buddy, for joining me. Let me see. Preseason college football 4. As of right now, of course, this changes in a couple of weeks. Somebody gets hurt or something. Clemson, Alabama. I think we see a great chance of Georgia, those 3 getting back in it. And that 4th spot, if you give me a little grace and let me toggle 2 teams, I would probably say I hope to play Clemson National Championship. We hope to play you too there. It's going to be a good time. We'll have a blast. Been there before. It's been fun. But I take it you're a Bulldog fan. But a lot of Bulldog fans follow me. I'm surprised. But I really, because I do have a lot of respect for the Bulldogs. If your team, even if there's a team that I hate their guts, I still do a good job. Now, I don't hate Georgia. I don't. Please don't take that. Yeah, you are. I figure you out there, Atlanta fan. But Georgia shouldn't lose a game this year. I'm sorry. I know it's hard to go undefeated. I'm just telling you. Ohio State, Oklahoma, Georgia, Clemson. That's what I think. Let me see. USC Junior. I think you're pretty close, Vols fan. I think you're pretty close. I think that's going to be Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, and you could either say Ohio State or Washington. I really think you could definitely say that. Now, I know a lot of people disagree with me on Washington. On my Washington video, you need to go watch it. I did a world-class job. But if you go there and watch it, I did say this to Washington. You cannot lose one game. Soccer's what happens when your mama bandages every scrape you get as a child. That's good. I like it. Don't sleep on Texas in the Big 12. Tom Herman's a good coach. I like Tom Herman. That'll tell you how far down Texas went when he had good players there, but they hadn't been taught anything. I'm sorry. That's pathetic. Texas should win 10 games every year. I don't care who you are. They should win every game. They have so much tradition. That is really cool. I like that. Lord, you've been praying a lot more, haven't you? You've been praying a lot more?
Yeah.
Been in touch with God?
Yeah.
Very spiritual.
Spiritual.
Very spiritual. Y'all seen what he's done? I'm not going to show you everything. I want you to tune in and look at my new pictures and stuff. World class. I like Tom Herman, but I'm going to tell you they still have work to do. But don't be surprised if Tom Herman comes in and upends a bunch of people because he's a good coach. But those are my 4 teams for college football playoff. Washington cannot afford a loss. If there's one team who cannot afford a loss, it's Washington. They have to win every game. They can't have a head-scratcher loss like they did last year against Arizona State down there in Tempe, Glendale, whatever you want to call it, Phoenix. Just say Phoenix and you're close enough. They lost 13-7, sacked Jake Browning 5 times in that game. He barely sacked that many times combined the entire season. You can't do it. You can't do it. Here's the reason why, because the committee is so obsessed with Southern teams, because Southern teams do well. Bulldog, you say Clemson, Bama, Washington, Wisconsin. Atlanta fan for life, you say they have to go undefeated. I'm serious, they have to go undefeated because, let's be honest, and I said this in the video and it's going to piss off a lot of people. This is just the truth. Now, look, if you want me to make you feel good like your mama, we can say whatever gibberish. But if we're actually talking about what's going to happen and how it's going to be siphoned out, the truth is this. Washington is not cared about near as much as Southeastern teams and then some of those Northeast teams. And I know you could technically say, well, where's Ohio State? Are they mid or this? You know what I'm talking about. Ohio State over and down, those are the teams that are focused on so much. Go look at who's won the national championship over the past 10 years. That tells you all you need to know. So Washington or Stanford has to go undefeated to get in. As long as Bama is out of the CFP, I'm good with anything else. Well, Small Vol, I'll have to tell you, I do agree. I do agree with you. But the thing about Alabama, I would have loved to have seen Alabama and Georgia play first round. And I would have loved to see Clemson and Oklahoma play first round instead of it being what it was. Because if Nick Saban has 4 weeks, 5 weeks to get ready for you, he's going to bring his best game. He's going to bring his best game. I would have loved to see Clemson and Georgia or Clemson and Alabama in the national championship. I feel really good. Let me see. God, Jesus. Now Clemson, Alabama, UJA, Ohio State. That's it. Okay, I got you. Ben, you did a good job, everybody. The problem is that at the end of the day, and I'm serious, as long as I'm alive, you give him enough time to focus on one game, and that's all he did. So would you be fine with Vandy and Rutgers in a playoff small vol? I don't blame him. I know what he's saying there with Alabama. But I will tell you this with everything that I am, is that you cannot give Saban all that time in the world to prepare for you. And he's got all his linebackers back and then come in with a game plan that's not ready for him. If Clemson had Deshaun Watson playing that game, and I know a lot of people's going to disagree with me. I don't care. You're wrong. I'm right. Watson would have found a way to win. He almost won the first one. He was a sophomore. He would have won. He won as a junior national championship. And I know all the Alabama fans, and I know Alabama's going to start turning on me for saying this. Start saying, well, Jalen Hurts, he was trash. You're pretty proud of Jalen Hurts leading up to that game. You're pretty proud of him after that game when y'all were winning. And when Tua came in and played a half of a football game and he won a national championship against Georgia, all I can say is all of a sudden you forgot a guy who went 25-2. So I can't say, and you can't say that you've had these great quarterbacks in the past. You haven't. You've had game managers. Coker was probably one of the most athletic quarterbacks that you had. And then you got Hurts in there. He's doing great. He won a national champion, or he lost a national championship. He was about to lose another one, but he got you there. He put Tua in. You won the game. I'm just saying, when is Alabama going to have a losing season? Not anytime soon. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to have a losing season anytime soon. I think as long as Saban there or a Saban-like person is there, ha ha Bulldog, yes, I don't care if Kansas made the CFP as long as Bama is out, I'll be happy. Hey, let's be honest, it is what it is. The truth is that Tua played a half a game football, and that boy has too much pressure on him. I will tell you that. I like the kid, good football player, but too much pressure on him. Too much pressure. If he comes out and has a couple of bad games, Tuscaloosa could get interesting. Because who do you go to then? It's like us. If you go to Lawrence and he starts falling apart, which I don't think he will, who are you going to turn to then? Because Hunter Johnson's going, UTEP will win it all next season. That's hilarious. I like it, though. Listen, 45 minutes. It's time for me to go. I got to go take a big old horse pee. There you go. But anyway, y'all keep up with me, because I'm going to be soon uploading another video. I don't know who I'm going to talk about. I think the Gamecocks could go 11-2. I think the Gamecocks could go jump off a bridge, and I'd be happy. I just don't like them guys. No, Gamecocks, here's a funny thing about the Gamecocks, and y'all bear with me for a second. I'm going to have to talk about football for a second, and I don't want to when it comes to the Gamecocks. The Gamecocks' schedule is so easy that they could win a bunch of games. You can't get the Gamecocks to play Alabama if you threaten to shoot their mama. When was the last time the Gamecocks played Alabama? 2010. Oh, Bobby, we beat them. My cousin-in-law is the dean of the library at South Carolina. Oh, really? Later, Bobby, man, go Tigers for life. Make sure there's no water below when they jump off the bridge. Oh, I'll drain it, buddy. I'll drain it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Y'all listen to me. Listen to me good. There's this little thing going on with all us Clemson fans, and we've begun to notice it. That you see those little house divided car tags, people running around. House divided means one part of the house pulled for one team. Pretty sure the last time South Carolina played Bama, they beat them. They did back in 2010. 2010 was the last time they played them. 2010. How many times y'all played them since 2010? How many times have we played them since 2010? Please talk about football. It's what really has grown your channel. Ha ha. Yes, I'm talking about football. To be quite honest with you, yep, exactly, I'm a Clemson fan, but I think the Gamecocks can win 11 games because they have an easy schedule overall. Bama might be scared of them. Bama ain't scared of them. Bama would love to play them. It's the other way around. Those Gamecocks want to run around telling everybody about how good they are. They want to run around telling how they're just going to conquer the world. If they could get out of the game with Clemson, especially with this Clemson team we got right now, they'd go around and say, oh, we beat them. When did you last play them? 2010? Gamecocks don't want to play them. You can barely get Gamecocks to bag. I hate those more than anything that should even be allowed to be on the as we are. Yeah, it's funny. You're right. I will tell you this, man. You can barely get the Gamecocks to play Auburn. Go look it up. Barely get them to play Auburn. Michigan gives them a win, and USC juniors think they're going 15-0. Yeah. One of the worst things in the world ever happens when Jadeveon Clowney hit that Michigan player about 5-6 years ago. Helmet blew off. The hit heard around the world, and you thought they were on the upper echelon. Nope, their coach would quit them in a few years. He just quit. They don't know why. Oh, that is just beautiful. Beautiful. I'm near tears, y'all. Beautiful. Beautiful design. This will be in the annals of world design. Maybe end up at the Met up in New York, Smithsonian. I'm having a moment of regeneration here. God, I wish my great-grandmother wasn't dead so she could see this. Dirkens. Yes. Yes. That's good. It's good stuff right there. I'm not going to show it to them until we'll be unveiling a new thumbnail picture for my backgrounds. Thank you so much. Lord, I didn't know if you were right with me recently, if you're happy with me, but now I know you are. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. You're the right hand of the creator of the universe, in my opinion. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all want to bring your kids in for this one when I unveil my new thumbnail. Whew. Breathe, Bobby. Goodness. That's the best picture ever, right there. Mona Lisa would kill herself if she seen that. When do we see it, Bulldog? You will be seeing it soon. Do y'all want to see it now? It's okay, but let them tears flow. I will, Tiger Nation. 2 times I can remember crying in my life. My foot was run over by a dump truck when I was 7 years old. And that time right there. You want to see it? Somebody tell me if you want to see this. Hit a bunch of like buttons up there. I just want to see this thing going off like a gun. Y'all want to see this? Tell me. Oh, I see one in the house. Let the stream exclusive viewers see. By the way, Jesus loves you, Bobby, and everybody on here, and to all the Gamecocks, Jesus loves you. Oh, I'm seeing more and more hands in the house. I'm seeing another one. This is getting good. This is wonderful. Oh, this is good. I'm loving this. It's like getting hugged by an angel. Well, folks, I'm about to show you this new picture he just unveiled for me. Love your Tennessee preview. Hey, I told the truth. I ain't against you, I'm for you. I know the answer about them Gamecock fans. Oh, Lord, here we go. This is my new design. Are y'all ready? I am. I hope you're sitting down or else you're so... Go sit on the toilet. Go sit on the toilet right now, because what you're about to see, you might soil yourself. You ready? You have a catheter handy? I need to cut my eyebrows. All right, here we go. You ready? Gave you enough time. If you end up doo-doo in your pants, it's your fault. There's Jonathan who designed it. There we go. Yeah. There we go. How we do it? Is that beauty or what? Wonderful. It's too shiny. It's too shiny. Well, I like it. You got to think a guy like myself has to take all the work in the world he possibly can. Good job, Jonathan. That's nice. I like that. Like that. Dog Nation says he thinks it's excrement and he'll punch you in the face, but I like it.
Bring it on.
He said, bring it on. He's got whittling knives. He wrestles with bears. He's been known to punch an old woman in the face. She gets sassy with him. Don't you? Oh, Lord. He's crazy. Wish I could put that on a Gamecock's bedroom. The picture's so beautiful, it's shiny. Okay. I like it. I tell you this, if you put that on a Gamecock wall, you know what happened to them? I think they'd end up converting. You know why? Because at first they'd hate it. Just kind of like someone who's addicted to something trying to get cleansed. After a while, the good news would reach them. And they get set free from that garnet and black stupidity. They'd end up in Death Valley waving the tiger flag, going, I didn't know that life could feel like this. When you lose all the time, what do you expect? This is good. Pictures going on Clemson's Jumbotron, their main intro to get the crowd pumped up. Let me tell you right now, Smallville. Let me tell you right now. One day, you will go there. I really wished I took your advice about the toilet. I love it. Yeah, I tell you probably got doo. And Lord, I tell you this, one of the worst things, every now and again when somebody dies, my wife makes me put on khakis, go to the restroom, take a little piss, and a little water gets on, well, it's urine, it gets on it. All I would say, piss really shows up on a pair of khakis. Pigskin Pete, there he is, y'all. There he is. Lord be with you, buddy. He is. Pigskin, let me show you my buddy over here. He just created a new thumbnail for me. Let me show it to you. Yank that down right there. There we go. What you think, Pigskin? I think it really puts together what Bobby Dirkens is all about. I like it. Lord, tell you right now, don't you be surprised if one day you come there and Dabo Swinney walks out to all the adoring Clemson fans. He rubs Howard's rock. Looks like Bobby in all his glory. It is, Pigskin, and I'm here. And I got my angel crowd around me too. But I walk out there and Bobby, he walks out there and Dabo rubs a rock, kisses his finger, whatever the crap he does. He points up to heaven, and then you hear, "Man, how you doing? Bobby Dirkens here." And those tigers, they run down through there. And their children, and they're happy about it because they know that we'll provide them a better life. There we go. Y'all take care of yourself. Y'all be good. Bobby Dirkens here saying, have a happy Saturday and don't give up on life. Football season is all around the corner. Bobby Dirkens. If I can end this, where can I end this? I don't know how to end this. Where do I hit the button? Do I hit the button there? Hit the button there? Are you sure you won't stop streaming? Y'all be good. Bye.